Hey guys, so what you want to play? You want to play Monopoly, you got Revolution, we've got Wits and Wagers, what do you got? No wait, I got it. We could play Camelot, Camelot, Camelot.
It's only a model.
Hey everybody, it's Rick with another One Board Family Review. Today I'm going to talk about a brand new game that's coming out really soon called Crazier 8's Camelot. Now, Crazy Eights is a game we all might be fairly familiar with it, and you might know it better with the rules of Uno, where you're trying to match cards based on their suit or their number, and you're trying, whoever gets rid of their cards first wins. Well, this is a little bit of a spin on that, and takes some of the elements from our more complex card games, and makes this game a little more interactive and a little less luck-based. You'll be playing cards to discard to get rid of them, and you'll also be using cards that have various actions. So you can see they all have their different colors, and they have numbers just like a regular deck of cards would. And so the discard element and matching the color and the number, pretty basic. But the additional thing that you have here is the extra text. If you notice, each of these cards with their artwork has some nice text here about what these cards can do. There's two different types of these. There's assets and there's events. Assets stay in front of you the entire game. Events are played and they're like a one-shot and they get discarded when you play them. These cards help to add to that interactive element. So for an asset card, it may say that you get to control what cards are going to come next in the draw pile. It might say that you don't have to discard cards when somebody's other card makes you do that. Event cards are a little bit more powerful, but they only work once, so it might cause everybody to discard all their assets, or it might cause everybody to put their cards in a pile and you re-deal them.
Discard them.
Draw two cards.
These are well balanced because you're having to think about each person's collection and think through those future turns of how am I going to be able to impact them the most in order to benefit myself. Each of these cards have their own text, and they are mostly different. In our first few rounds, we were really intimidated, and it took us a long time to play through this game. If you've got those people that in your gaming group that suffer from analysis paralysis, prepare to have a pretty long first set of rounds. However, once we started to get used to the cards and we became more familiar with it, we had some great gaming moments. I myself ended up having a situation where I would have won the next turn, and my wife played a card that caused all of my assets to disappear.
That will destroy all cards in play on the table.
Guess what, Rick? We're switching hands.
You're the worst. You know, when people play games like Uno is a fun-ish family card game, but you do eventually realize that it's all luck. You have very little choice involved in the game of Uno. This takes the simple concept of Uno and matching numbers and colors, but adds to it. There's now some strategy involved. You have to think about your moves. Crazier 8's. It's one of those that once you play through it a couple times and you're used to the rules and used to some of the cards, I could see you breaking this out every now and then during your board game nights with people that you play with often, because it can be pretty cutthroat. And those are the kinds of games I think that stick around where, oh no, we're bringing out the Camelot. You remember what you did last time? Oh yeah, and you got me. I would have won if you hadn't done that. And those memories that you'll have.
Submit a hero card, have one, and I'm out.
I recommend that you check out Crazier 8's. It's going to be a little bit difficult in the first few rounds, but once you get used to the mechanics and get used to some of the cards, you're going to have some great moments with each other, and you're really going to have some stories to tell from your board game nights. So, One Board Family says, check it out. Check out Crazier 8's. You know, on second thought, let's not play Camelot. Just a silly game. No, it's fine. It's fine. We'll play it.